Good morning, and it's Tuesday the 8th of June today, and it's 5:20 and the sun is already well up in the sky. And behind me there's like a bit of an inversion, clouds, misty clouds lying down in the valley bottom. It's absolutely the most gorgeous morning. We've been really blessed after having so much bad weather in May. May was a complete washout. June has redeemed itself. We've had so many lovely days where we've got to see and enjoy blue sky. The days are so long now. The sun is currently rising at, I have it on my watch, 4:42 is the sunrise. Sunset at 9:31 today. It was 9:30 or something yesterday, so it's just gradually increasing up until about the 20th to the 22nd is the summer equinox. So I'm up here, which is like my favourite place to come for peace and quiet. Behind me is what we call it, like a cairn. It's a stone mound, perhaps of historical significance. Maybe our ancestors that lived here many years ago, they might have used this place as a place of spiritual or cultural significance. So it's on the map, and I think that this area is commonly known maybe as Duke's Moor. I just call it the stone behind the farm. It takes me about 20 minutes to walk up here. At the moment in my little routine, I try and do it nice and early, about 5 a.m, and then go back down and have a look what's happening on the campsite, which is my first job of the day, then a cup of tea. It is an extraordinarily beautiful time of year after what felt like a very long winter time and a very cold early spring. It's so nice to see all of the trees now, nearly all of the trees in full leaf. Some have only just started to come out, which feels very late. There's a couple of trees around the campsite that are just greening up this week, but everywhere is looking fantastic. It's a particularly nice year, I think, for the hawthorn, which is a sort of spiky-ish bush tree thing, which is absolutely covered in tiny white blossom at the moment. The smell of it is fantastic. And some of the trees, they just look like they're covered in snow when they're all together. It's a really beautiful sight. Here you can see the hawthorn as I'm just walking back down towards the farm. And this is generally a place where the bird song is particularly fantastic, so I'm hoping that the sound of the birds is going to be picked up. And this is one of the hay meadows. Another hay meadow belongs, so we had the lambs and sheep in the field over there, but now the sheep have moved down a little bit. The sheep graze over this side, and we won't be mowing for hay until at least the 1st of July. And as you can see, the cow parsley here, cow parsley on the lane is amazing. Really changes the character of the lane, and it smells fantastic. Regular viewers of the channel will definitely recognise this view, looking down the lane, and it is completely different with the hawthorn having this amazing blossom on it. And sometimes, I guess, if we have very windy weather at the time of blossom, we end up with it all on the floor like confetti, but it is staying heavily on the trees.
Well, we've just come out of May. It's been one of the coldest, wettest Mays I can remember. The rain was desperately needed, but it's been so cold. Well, I've always been brought up with the old saying, a cold, wet May to fill your barn with corn and hay. Well, looks like there's been some bumper crops this year. However, with the grass has been very slow in coming, and it's only this now, we just started to get into the first week of June, and the weather's just changed completely. And we were sort of carrying more sheep this year, and I've only had one meadow shut up since the 1st of June, and even that's growing now. So things have really transformed in a few days. The grass has come on, and the plants are looking good, and the trees are out and looking far more positive than it was just a few days ago. We are, next sort of job is sheep shearing. The guy that always used to do them for me, he's not a full-time farmer, he was a lorry driver, and he always used to have the week off, about the second week off in June, to do shearing. So that's the time I try and get them done. And our sort of lowland sheep can be done a little bit sooner than sheep on the hills, even though they might not be that far away from us in sort of distance. Anyway, another guy's offered to do them, so I'm going to give him a try. It's a bit of a, what's the word, apprehensive thing to do when you've always had somebody, you know how they work and operate, but he's a local lad and I do know him, and we'll give him a try and see how it goes. So hopefully that's sort of a job we'll be doing in the next few days.
And I just love this time of year, it's fantastic. When you get the good weather, there's hardly any better place to be on earth, I really think. No better place. So this week's jobs is sheep shearing. So that will be interesting. We're going to do it over 2 days. We've got about 95 to shear. So what with working on the campsite, there's quite a lot to do nowadays every day. So we figured we'll do it in 2 lots. So I will show you how it goes. So it's the evening now, it's 8:30 p.m. and today has just been a normal run-of-the-mill day, working on the campsite, and now it's the end of the day. I've had my dinner and I'm just coming for a little bit of a look round at everything, and enjoy the daylight before it's time to go and get enough rest for the day ahead. So I'm going to show you though the hay meadow and just how things are looking, because it does look really gorgeous right now. So one of the Highland cows, and then that field there is one of the hay meadows, and you can see the lovely views and the cows and sheep and the hawthorn, all the blossom on it. Amazing. And this field's been shut off. I've just seen a hare. Here's a little pond. Looking quite healthy, I would say. And the hay meadow. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Coming up, I've got some sheep work video footage and some shearing footage as well. I know that my uploads are a bit slow at the moment, but life is extremely hectic. I don't really count how many hours I work, because I just don't think working in this sort of business is really worth it. But at a rough guess, it's got to be at least 70 hours a week at this time of year. So any spare gaps of time that I have to try and prioritise looking after myself and looking after us as a family. So it's hard going, but we're getting through. Today I have put a dress on for no reason. Don't go out, don't get off the farm, don't go out for meals, don't socialise. I literally put a dress on to go and do the food shopping and then go and do some domestic chores, doing a bit of cooking. I'm just going to go and wash the pots, but sometimes you just want to feel glamorous in this crazy world that we live in. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I do value and enjoy connecting with the community on YouTube, so I appreciate all of your comments of support. I love being able to share what we get up to with you, and I will keep going as much as I can. Thank you. Bye.